Once, there was sunshine.
A sprawling continent and people full of life.
Though there was war and hardship.
We knew there'd always come a dawn.
But that was 100 years ago.
And this is now.
Now there is the Dusk, a choking miasma of shadow and fear. It keeps us from straying outside of Ithaca, of finding out if there's anyone else out there.
And inside of town, well, we'd be lost without the sunstone. No one knows where it came from, but one day it fell from the sky, giving us a tiny sliver of what there was before.
And now, when we go to sleep at night, it's different.
There are new days, sure.
But there will never, ever be a new horizon. Episode 5, Exes and Oh No's.
Hello, and welcome to Triple Crit, where the only thing we are critical of is the establishment. Don't trust those fuckers painting over the street crosswalks.
Never, ever trust them. They are enemies.
Don't fucking trust them.
Yeah, I
Number
hate painters. Fuck the arts.
Fuck the arts.
I hate the arts.
Crosswalks should stay black and white.
Yeah. I can't see colors. That's a lie. I just lied. I can see colors.
Yeah, Katie's colorblind. I'm transphobic because I hate myself, and
Dellan believes that all crosswalks should obey the laws of Michael Jackson's best song, Black or White.
And I'm just confused. I think I'm just confused. I don't know what to believe. I don't know where to go. Maybe I need to take a nap.
That's true.
So much. How would you?
Yeah, so much always.
There's too many options.
So much
always.
in general of everything.
Yeah, and that's
Too many
why,
options.
listen,
We should have 2 options.
Yeah, and this is my fault. I moved to New York City, so I would say that all the time it's too much of everything always. Who the hell are we, guys?
Oh, that's a great question, Katie.
I never remember.
Well, my name is Dellan, and I am the dungeon master for this lovely, lovely game that we are playing. Who are you?
My name is Emiko, and I'm playing Daiya Yamada, who's a little itty bitty, not really itty bitty, tiefling fighter and artificer.
And
Did I say my name? I said my name.
I don't actually know. Did you?
I don't know. I'm Emiko.
Yeah, I think you did.
Yeah,
Sure.
that was Emiko. I'm unfortunately Katie.
Well, unfortunately.
I did notice that Emiko is trying to come for my little bitty brand because I'm playing a gnome.
That's so fair. I was talking about myself.
Oh, well, I'm
In real
talking
life.
about I'm talking about my great gnome. She is a druid rogue, snake oil salesman named Blossom Nebron. I'm sorry, I meant a very real entrepreneur. I'm very excited to play some Dungeons and Dragons.
Okay. Well, let's jump into a brief little recap.
Let's go.
And then kick things off. What
I
do you
have
say?
no dice and no notes. We're doing it raw today, baby.
Yeah, go
I
in
love
raw.
playing raw.
I love doing it raw.
Doing it so raw. Okay, so
Nasty.
last time we picked up with a exciting, exhilarating combat at the Luckstone Relays in the Northern Forests. It was a tense battle, but thanks to Daiya's swift thinking and ability to work on the relays, as well as Blossom's bravery and ability to take a bunch of hits,
Yeah.
you were able to recharge the relays, but Blossom did go down at one point and saw flashes of something sinister or not sinister. We still don't know. But voices flashed in Blossom's head, unsure of where those voices are coming from or what may have spawned them. Blossom was eventually brought up with the help of her team, and the voices stopped. Once the relays were up, the team's allies in Revwick and Thanik and their team ended up going back into town to start working on some more power boxes and relay stations in town to try and help the power situation there, as Blossom and Brock and Daiya all decided to go further north into the forest. And as they did so, they traversed a wooded slat road and experienced some strange lighting phenomena while dealing with their new state of their companion Brock, who is no longer just a stone genasi, but actually seems to have taken on the attributes of an air genasi. He is now fueled with some lightning energy, as well as a little bit squishier, but much, much faster. Finally, as our party reached the end of the pathway, they came across a large Lux stone, which had golden weaves of energy trickling through it. And as they turned their heads down from the large collection of Lux stones, they found Celine and Kel completely encased in Lux stone, and this Lux stone had even larger strands of gold energy and rock seemingly moving through it. As they peered down into the hole and Celine let out a weak save Kel, the rocks started to dissipate and our adventurers started to crawl down into the hole. And that is where we pick up in our session right now.
Daiya is scrambling to I feel, are we in the, we're in the hall. Daiya is scrambling like across the dirt to get to Kel because they're very clearly injured, and she has, in theory, successfully completed her mission because she found Kel. She's like breathing really hard, like overly excited and also so incredibly nervous for their uncle. There isn't like a gender neutral term for aunt or uncle, really.
Yeah, it's I think Kel for the most part answers to uncle. But in terms of pronoun use, they, them is often is the more common use for pronouns for them. But I think they probably feel more akin to an uncle vibe than an aunt vibe.
Kel! Oh God, are you? I can't even ask if you're okay. Is he like awake? Are they awake?
Go ahead and roll me a, I would say just a perception check, just to kind of get the lay of how things are down here and the physical nature of both of them. And I would say Blossom, if you'd like to do the same, you can, if that's what you're looking at.
I would love to make a perception check.
18.
I got a hearty
Great.
little 6.
Great. So I would say that starting with Blossom with your 6, you would see clearly that Celine is conscious. You would see that there is as much energy as she can pull to like getting herself moved now that the rocks are not covering them. She is trying to do that. Daiya, you would see the same thing from Celine for sure. You would see that Kel is unconscious right now.
Shit.
You would see that his breathing is steady. He is not breathing. It is steady and it is kind of pulsed. And you said an 18, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I would say with an 18, you would see that the breathing pattern that they have would match the kind of pulsing in the gold on the large Lux stone that you see before you.
Oh, freaky.
That they seem to be going at the same time. I would also say that you notice that there is a faint, ever so faint, gold hue illuminating out of both Kel's temples.
Shit. Okay. I am gonna... Okay. Do I think that if we have a potion of greater healing, do I think that that would potentially help, or do I think that I just need to like bring them back to the camp in order to get actual help. I scrambled under them and I'm putting their head like in my lap and I'm sort of like
Careful.
assessing.
Careful
like,
with their net.
Yeah. Yeah.
I would say
Okay.
roll a medicine check for me. Because I don't think Daiya would inherently know. I think if Naomi were here, Naomi would be able to tell Daiya. But I don't think that's just something that
God.
Daiya could intuit.
Whenever I need her, she is here, but she's not here right now. So you have to do it yourself. And it's gonna be fine. Everything is fine. They're in front of you. And they are alive. I got a 19 on the die.
Yeah, you would be looking at your uncle and you would be thinking, I have to give them this healing potion. I have to. It'll bring them back. And as you start to pull the healing potion out, there's something about the breathing and the pulsing and the light around the temples and just a natural instinct, and you feel yourself re-cork the potion. And I would say that's about the only clue you would have as to what you're feeling you should or shouldn't do.
Cool. So Dad always says when we're tinkering that first instincts are the best instincts. I think I look up at Blossom. We have to get them back. I don't know. We don't have like a cart or anything, right? We just went down the road.
I'm sorry, what? I think that Blossom, she scrambled down with you for Celine.
Yeah.
But I think that she had a moment where again those like last snatches of the sunlight went back into the earth, and she's a little bit torn between whether to go to Celine or go and start getting on her hands and knees and digging for the light. And I think in that moment when Daiya talks to her, it kind of snaps her out of it a little bit.
What do you think?
Sorry. Celine. Is Celine's a little bit more lucid.
Celine she is weakly breathing. She is just able to kind of move, and you see that she is kind of reaching out towards you,
I think that
Blossom.
I'm gonna get on. I think I'm gonna kneel down next to her, and I'm just gonna start doing a little bit of like a field medicine, kind of like, you know, like looking in her pupils, like snapping my fingers next to her ears to like kind of check her hearing.
Yeah.
Almost like falling into that to kind of put off any sort of like emotional thing.
You start to snap at the sides of her ears, and you see that there's a faint reaction to that. You are checking her pupils, and there is a kind of distant, horrified stare. And you watch as in this stare, you start to see these kind of dark lines start to appear on her skin as she starts to, and you see that she kind of rolls in her coughing towards Kel. And as she does, the faint light coming off from Kel starts to glow, and you watch as the dark lines recede.
Oh.
And she pats their body and says, "Save them." And kind of grabs on to their body. Not really acknowledging you in this moment, Blossom.
I look down at Celine, and I look at Cal, and I look back at Celine, and I go, "God, you're still an idiot." And I turn and I spin, and I look at Brock, and I go, "You think you can handle two at once? You're strong, right?"
"I'm not as strong as I used to be, but I could certainly try."
"All right, I need you to be real careful, like. I need you to carry both of them, and I need you to make sure they keep touching."
"They're touching?"
Keep a hold of them."
"Oh, okay." I'll say that Brock is not as hardy as he was, so it will be an athletic feat for him to carry. both of them.
Can I give Brock the help action?
Yeah, I would allow that. He'll do a strength check with.
I just want to
advantage.
sort of like walk behind them while he's carrying like all of them and just sort of like, if I can support in any way, I want to do that.
For sure. Great. He got a 4 on the first roll, but an 18 on the second.
Okay, great.
His strength modifier
He almost
addition
drops
now
them.
is he gets a +1 to strength because he's more dexterous than he is strong. A 19 will do it. He is able to carry both Kel and Celine with him.
Watch their necks.
I'm watching them. I will not hurt them.
No, you're doing great.
All right.
And he's kind of
I'm like
waddling
hovering, like I'm like
Yeah.
All right.
like when
No.
a child's holding like a duck, you're like,
Yeah.
Now, Brock, we're going to use some of that speed, okay? And we're going to get back to the settlement.
Okay. Are you guys gonna hold on too?
I mean, it looks to me like you're already having a little bit of trouble carrying them, so
No, you go. We'll be as fast as we can behind you, okay?
Where do I take them? Do I take them to Naomi or do I take them to the Lantern Hall?
Back to Lantern Hall.
Lantern Hall, we don't even know necessarily where. And then I think that Blossom realizes that going down that road of saying out loud that maybe Naomi is dead is not good. And Blossom goes, the Lantern Hall will be better equipped.
Okay. I'll see you there soon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Brock, find an adult. All right.
Brock, you hear him go.
Okay.
You hear him mumble "adult" before he darts off. Just confirming
Okay.
that he did hear that before he takes off. But now it is the two of you kind of making your way as fast as you can down this path through the forest. Is there any sort of conversation we hear between the two of you?
I think that Blossom's just kind of, because Miss 7 hit points over here. I think she's just wheezing a little bit. Her knees are creaking. There's a reason, on top of just being a gnome, there's a reason that she did not volunteer to help carry people, and that is that she is a gnome with 7 hit points.
For sure.
So I think that even though she's trying to be fast, she's a little bit aware of her own bodily limitations.
I don't know if this is like uncouth to ask. Can I pick you up and so we can get there faster? Is that rude?
Do I look like the type of person that gives a fucking shit about rude?
I look at Blossom and like, no.
I put both my arms up and I go, uppies, please.
Okay, got it. I'm gonna grab her from like under her arms and I'm like hoisting her over my shoulder.
Daiya.
Yeah.
Do not tell Naomi about this.
Definitely not. I like put in a file in my head. Definitely tell Naomi about this because this is very funny.
No.
Because she's not even thinking, like, she knows that Naomi is like out in the dusk, but like she's not even entertaining the thought that she might be dead.
Daiya.
Yeah, I'm ready. Do I have to do a check or anything to like hoist her?
No, I
Okay.
think you're in a good spot.
Oh, you're so late.
As you run
Okay.
and make your way with Blossom on your over your shoulder, will both of you roll me a d20?
Oh.
Emiko, am I piggyback style? Am I fireman carry? I would like to be, I personally would like to be sitting on your shoulders if I get input, because
Like
I want to be
chicken?
tall.
Like a game of chicken?
Like a game of chicken. I think if you don't put me on my shoulders, I think that I literally go higher.
Yeah, I think I was holding you like a sleeping 4-year-old where it's just like your head is in the crook of my neck, but you say that and I go, oh, okay.
Yeah.
And I like
you
help
try
you.
to hold me like a sleeping 4-year-old, and I go, not this.
Oh, okay, sorry.
Tall. Make me tall.
Okay, tall. I got a 5.
A 5.
I got a
Do we add anything to that?
Nope.
Yeah.
You don't.
I got a 7.
Okay.
Cool.
So as you're running, Blossom, you are sitting on top, and from this higher vantage point on the shoulders of your friend, of your companion, I suppose. Not so much your friend, maybe.
I think we're friends.
You
Yeah, this is my
are-
work associate.
You are looking into the forest that is kind of moving past you. And as you do, a memory starts to kind of play in your mind. It's a memory from after the last light, when the Dusk was taking over, when Ithaca was just a small roaming nomad crew that kind of lodged up at the base of a mountain that seemed to be a little clearer, a little cleaner than some other patches of Dusk. And as this memory is playing in your head, kind of simultaneously as the present is moving past you, and you see these lights with these motes of golden energy that are kind of moving past. One of them kind of swells in front of you as you wake up in this memory, and you feel a rumbling near you, and your entire caravan is kind of moving. At this point, you didn't have an assistant, but there is a body in bed next to you. And as the carriage rattles, you see a crow nearby spreads its wings and kind of caws out and starts to fly out of the caravan. And you turn and see Celine kind of sits up next to you. It's a much younger version. This is probably like the closest we'll ever see to Blossom and Celine as like irresponsible college kids. And Celine, wearing one of Blossom's shirts, hops out of bed.
It's just your
Yeah.
damn crow.
No, he wouldn't be freaking out like this.
I don't know. You say that, and then he every single morning acts exactly like that.
It's not it's just some mornings he does this. And he,
Yeah. Oh,
and
yeah.
Celine-
Respectable 4 out of 5.
Celine steps up and opens, or gets ready to open the front door of your caravan, and she goes, "Hey, I can't just get rid of him. I've tried, and he just keeps showing up. Okay?"
Oh, so sort of like me, maybe. Are you really gonna go out wearing that? You're not really dressed for company.
I'm dressed exactly how I want to be dressed. Thank you very much. She opens the door to your caravan, and you see immediately the caravan is flushed with bright light. Orange and red hues fill the caravan, and you see that she falls down. And you see that at the same time that she opened this door, a like shockwave pushed the whole caravan.
Hey, Celine? Celine, you good?
She's coughing, and you see she looks up and she goes, "Oh my God." And right outside the door, you see the south side of the Ithaca Mountains. And you see that a large rock, a meteorite, about half the size of the side of the mountain, has lodged into the side of the mountain.
Oh my God.
And you see it's just rippling with fire and flames, and like molten rock is just kind of slowly schlumping off the sides of it. And she says, "What the fuck? What is that?"
It's like the sun.
What kind of fucking sun is that? Is that what the sun used to look like?
No. I mean, I
you
guess
s-
it's a sun that matches the current fucked up state our lives are in.
You see that as you say that, the final dredges of that molten rock slide off. And what looked like a rough surface of a rock, you now see as a smooth, like a gemstone that's been polished and tumbled for ages. And inside, you see a little spark, another spark. And these are like little motes of shooting energy and light that are moving through it. And then after one or two of these sparks, light flushes the entire area. It's no longer the red and orange hues of fire that was burning on this rock, but the closest thing you have seen of sunlight since the last time you saw it go down.
My God, Celine.
Ah, my eyes. Oh my God, don't look in it.
Baby. You're such a
Ow.
baby. That wasn't
No,
even like a complimentary baby. That was like you were being a baby.
It's bright. Why are you being mean to me? It's just bright. I've never seen something
I'm
that
not
bright
being
before.
mean. I'm being endearing.
Not all of us have seen the sun, okay? I didn't
Don't
realize
look directly.
you're gonna sun shame me.
I'm sorry. Someone has to keep your head from flying off your shoulders.
Oh, whatever.
Don't look directly at it, but oh my God, that's the second most beautiful thing I've ever seen.
You stare at this this sight before you, this sunstone that has lodged its way into the side of the mountain, and you remember this day in this moment as a moment of great fear, but also a moment of weird comfort. And in the moment that you are looking at the sun and you're seeing Celine and you're making jabs at her, but she's lovingly accepting it, and you are watching her crow kind of bank and its silhouette being shown off by the sunstones emitting light, and everybody's emerging from their caravans that are here, right, and basking in this moment, as if this moment may go away in an instant. You feel, as you look down at Celine, you see blood on your hands. You look up at the sunstone and you see a single glowing orb in a sea of black. You look back down. Celine is no longer in your hands, but your hands are on your own body as you grip bleeding wounds. And you hear muffled voices shouting, and you're brought back to this moment that you experienced during the fight when you went down. And you, at the time, didn't feel this way, but are now realizing a similar moment of fear and also some kind of joy, some kind of understanding, this idea that these voices or whatever happened to you may have brought you some comfort. And as soon as you kind of have that realization, your eyes open up and you are back on top of Daiya, and you're running through as you start to pass the relay station, realizing that you kind of were out of it for the last mile or so.
Daiya.
Blossom, are you okay? You're gripping my horns kind of hard.
Yeah, hold on to my legs pretty tight. I'm feeling a little lightheaded. All right?
Okay. Like a compression sock?
No, that's really dorky.
What?
Actually,
No,
that's
they're
not
really,
true.
They're really useful.
I guess that's true. I'm being ableist.
I think about the compression socks I'm wearing right now.
Just, I don't know, kid. Just hold me tight.
I can do that. You could get down for my
No,
shoulders too.
I like being big.
Okay.
Shut up.
Big it is.
I'm
And I'm
gonna
like-
be tall.
Daiya,
I'm like
as-
intermittently, like while we're running, I'm intermittently like squeezing your legs.
Shut the
You're
fuck
like
up.
little
Don't tell me
calves.
what to do.
Okay, I'm not telling you what to do. Also filing this in the things that don't tell, like absolutely
Yeah.
tell Naomi.
God damn
As
it.
you're running, Daiya, and you hear Blossom say, "Don't let me fall." You're kind of running and hear that phrase over and over. It just keeps kind of repeating in your head. Don't let me fall. Don't let me fall. Don't let me fall.
Don't let
And
me
then
fall.
you
Don't let me
hear Kel's voice start to say it. Don't let me fall. Don't let me fall. Don't let me fall. And then you are flashed back to a time when you were much younger. And you are helping and holding your uncle Kel as they are reaching down and they are trying to like unlodge something from a device that your dad has precariously placed on top of your home. And you are grabbing onto it, Kel's entire bottom half with all of your body weight, holding onto it.
My
And he's
hands
like, hey,
are so tiny.
don't let me fall. Do not let me fall.
I'm trying really hard.
I just feel
You're so big, and I am tiny.
roll an athletics check for me.
Oh no. Okay. Oh god. Oh, that's a 22.
22. You like square up, you squat on top of on their legs and you feel them go, "Oh, okay. Wait, that's great. I feel very secure."
I'm
Okay.
doing it.
Okay. You hear him
I'm not gonna let you
kind of
fall.
clank around and you hear a popping noise as they remove a kind of large section of the device and you see your dad standing down there going, "Hey, great job. You're doing great. Keep it
Thanks,
up.
Dad.
Keep it up. You're doing great." And you see Kel tosses it down to your dad and goes, "All right, kid, now you got to help me get up. Help me up. Help me up."
Okay. I don't grab his outstretched hand at all, and I just start backing my little legs up. Like, I'm just like,
And-
it's probably so uncomfortable for them. Like, I
You're just
like,
dragging them against the shingles of your roof, and you hear them going, "Ow, ow, ow."
I'm helping, not letting you
You
fall.
see, Kel
Not
goes,
letting you fall.
"Okay, I got it. And
Okay,
sits
we're
up.
good.
Yeah, I'm good.
Okay.
Woof.
I'm like flexing my little hands.
You're strong.
Thanks. It's all the chicken I think Mom makes me eat. I don't
Yeah,
really
well.
like it, but
It's good for your muscles.
yeah.
Have you been drinking the milk too?
Well, yeah. That's for your eyeballs, right? Because that's
Well, and your bones. It's good for your bones.
okay. I thought carrots were good for your bones.
Carrots are good for your eyes. Milk is good for your bones.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Did we do good?
Yeah, we did great. We did great. You know, your dad doesn't really like to get his hands dirty, so he usually calls me to come and do it. So
Yeah, I guess all the dirt kind of gets on his body, or like
Yeah.
the overalls that we wear.
yeah, well, your dad's a strange guy, and you see kind of just they point down to your dad, and your dad is wiping the piece off on the overalls and then looking at the overalls, which are now covered in dirt, grime, and oil, and starts rubbing the overalls. And then picks up his hand and sees that now his hand is covered in dirt and drops the piece on the ground and starts rubbing his hands together and then looks to the piece on the ground and goes, "No!" And goes to grab it and just repeats the cycle.
I'm really lovingly looking at my father and going, yeah, he's a weird guy.
Your uncle goes, all right, kid. Look, I'm going to be heading out tomorrow, and I just wanted to spend a little bit of time with you and check in on you, because I know that Naomi's out on a mission right now, and usually if it's not the two of us, you kind of wander lonesomely.
I mean, like, only a little bit.
Yeah. I mean, if a little bit is all day, every day. Sure.
Yeah. So I'm kicking like a shingle like on the roof. I'm like,
Hey, don't do that. It took me a while to get these shingles put up.
oh, sorry.
It's okay. Just look, one day when you're older, if you want to join me and Naomi out here, you could easily be a Dusk Walker. I mean, look at how strong you are.
Her eyes get like so wide, and she's like tomorrow?
No.
But I'll be older tomorrow.
You will be older tomorrow, but you
I'll
won't
be one
be
day
old
older,
enough.
and that's older from right now.
It is older from right now, but maybe I'm thinking in a couple of years. But
Oh.
look, I think that you're a pretty special kid.
You have to say that. We're related.
Yeah, but I'm married in.
Oh, you're right.
Yeah, so I don't have to say that. Yeah, you've got some stinker cousins. Don't get it twisted. I like you.
Yeah, they're kind of a lot sometimes.
Yeah, I mean
Sometimes
the triplets.
when we're playing,
Get the fuck
Oh my
out of
God.
here. Oh my
sometimes
God.
we're playing Ring Around the Rosie, and they pretend it's like Duck, Duck, Goose, and they hit me on the head, and I have to yell at them because it's not the right game. Those are two different games.
And that's the reason you have to yell at them, is because it's not the right game, not because they're hitting you.
Yeah. Well, it's also that, but it's mostly because they're playing the wrong game, and that's
I fucking
that's
hate
so
when people
messed
play
up.
the wrong game.
You can't curse in front of me,
Sorry, I'm sorry.
and you have to put the dollar in the curse jar.
What if I just put it in your pocket instead?
Okay. I'll probably just put it in the curse jar, but okay.
You see that Kel reaches into a small satchel and pulls out a solid gold gear and kind of twists it around and puts it in your hand.
Is this allowed?
That kind of stuff is all over the Dusk. Just left over from people who just ran away.
Daiya's only thinking about running away now and finding golden gears. She's like 6. We're like, okay.
You see that Kel doesn't clock that at all.
The gears in my head are turning so fast.
Yeah. He goes, I don't know why I get emotional every time I get ready to leave. And
Is it because you might die?
yeah, it's because I might die. But can I tell you something kind of bad?
Yeah.
Dying would be a gift out there.
That's a lot. I'm 6.
I know. And maybe this is fucked up. Sometimes it's just easier to tell a kid who doesn't know, because you're not going to sit here and try and make it all better. You're going to sit here and look at that golden gear, and you're going to probably think about the thousands of inventions you can make with that. Or maybe you're thinking about running off into the dusk and finding more of those, which you should not do. If you're thinking that, please don't do that.
Her lips are so pursed while she's looking at the gear.
Yeah, I thought that. Okay. Yeah. Kid, every time I go out there, I may not come back. And so I try to spend the time right before I go with the people that matter. Who have I spent my time with the last 5 or 6 missions I've gone on?
Daiya thinks about it really hard. Me,
Yeah, you.
right? I did it right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, cool.
Daiya,
Yeah.
can I touch your face?
I like that you asked.
I know you like when
Yeah.
people ask before they just do things.
I don't like it when people just touch me randomly. It's really uncomfy. But
I
yeah,
know.
you can touch my face.
Kel grabs your cheeks and under your chin and says, Daiya, I'm gonna miss you while I'm gone.
Me too.
All right. Well, let's go get some dinner. And we can watch your mom cry for a little bit before I leave, and then watch your uncle cry for a little bit before I leave, and then everybody will kind of start to cry, and then it's always when I leave. It's never when Naomi leaves. No one cries when Naomi goes. They're all just like, we'll see you next time, Naomi. You got this. Do they not think I'm capable?
Daiya thinks back to all the times that she's overheard her mom and her uncle talk about how much they trust Naomi to come back and how worried they always are when Kel goes out. And she's like,
Brutal.
I don't like it when everybody cries, but I like the cookies that we get. That's nice.
Yeah, cookies are pretty good.
Do they give you cookies when you go out into the dusk?
No, they don't. They give us these protective masks, and then there's this kind of goo that you squeeze out of a tube, and you
I like goo.
squeeze it onto your teeth, and then you have to just let it sit.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
less fun than I thought that goo would be.
Yeah, it's apparently very dangerous to just directly consume.
Huh. Daiya thinks about that as much as a 6-year-old can.
Yeah.
And then just kind of goes, okay, dinner.
You start to make your way to dinner, and this kind of flashback turns into another flashback, which is a little bit further down the line. Yes.
I would like to say before that,
Yeah.
Daiya thinks back to right after dinner when Kel is in the middle of a bunch of people crying and looks
Yeah.
vaguely uncomfortable. Daiya, very stealthily, as much as a 6-year-old can,
Mhm.
walks up to his coat and reaches into the pocket and takes out a goo and puts in a cookie.
Okay. You.
And she stares at the goo really intently, like, do I eat this? And she goes, no, Kel said that it was gross. And then just kind of like throws it over her
Yeah.
shoulder.
You throw it over your shoulder, and as it plops on the ground behind you, you turn, and this memory turns into one a little bit further down the line. This is a flashback to about 2 weeks ago, and you pick up the goo as you kind of drop a bag. You were out on some errands, picking up some supplies for another invention, or getting some food for your mom to cook, and you pick up the goo pack and you go, oh, right. Kel was supposed to be leaving for a mission sometime soon. And you turn and start to run down the hall and to the family house. And as you arrive, you see that your mom is crying.
Mom?
Hey, honey. Hi.
Hey. I grab the tissue box that's by the door and I bring it to her.
Thank you. Yeah, I'll be fine. And she blows her nose and puts the tissue down and says, Uncle Kel, they said that they weren't able to stay. They had to go. So they weren't going to be able to see you before this one. But, you know how they feel about you, and they like you, and that's all good. So, you okay?
Yeah. No, that's fine. Daiya, because she sees that her mom is crying, really tries not to show like the instant pang of like hurt that happens like when she hears that.
Yeah.
And she just goes, no, that's totally fine. I understand it. You know, they're busy, you know, eating goo and whatever. I'm crying because I'm chopping onions, and then I run to the kitchen.
You run away to the kitchen, and as you do, that running pace to the kitchen turns into the running as you arrive down the just probably down the street from the Lantern Hall back in town, and you feel Blossom on your shoulders as those couple of moments race through your mind.
I'm like running a little bit faster now.
Yeah.
Like sprinting towards the end.
You start to sprint towards the end.
You good? You hit like I didn't want to make you feel bad, but you did bang me into like 3 different twigs.
Oh, sorry. I feel like I do that with my horns a lot, and I just like don't notice it anymore.
Right.
My bad. Are you
For
okay? Do you need a helmet? Should we get you a helmet?
No, I don't think this is going to be like a regular thing. And
But you said
like,
uppies like it was a regular thing.
No, I never said that.
I did. Okay. I do distinctly remember you saying uppies.
It doesn't sound like something I'd say at all. And if you told anyone that I said that, I don't think they believe you.
That's why I remember it, though, because it doesn't seem like something that you would say.
Oh, look, we're here.
You're right.
As you arrive at the Lantern Hall, you would notice, first and foremost, that all of the street lamps have been restored as far as you can see. That there is
Hell yeah.
power coming back to the
Incredible.
Luckstones, that the dusk has really seceded. You would feel a lighterness to the air, but you would also see that the town is still, recovering from this. It's not like everybody's just gone back to their homes. It's barely been a day, so you would see the Lantern Hall. People are able to come out of it a little bit more, so it's not as crowded inside, as people are able to kind of fill the streets. And as you do, you see standing outside the door, holding the door open, is Brock in his electrical form, and he's just kind of waving you guys in.
Brock, did you get here okay? Are you okay? Did you find adults?
Yeah, I'm okay. I found a Clem guy. He said that he was going to be able to put them in a cot. So he put them on cots.
Okay, thank you so much. You did really good.
Thanks. Are they going to be okay?
I mean, I think that maybe you need to. Brock, you are the full doorway. I think that maybe I will be able to make a better call once I am
that's a good
through.
point. And you see that he just kind of holds it open for you. And as you run through, you would immediately notice that right next to the kind of center control area that Clem was operating in earlier, you would see that there are 2 kind of cots set up in the center section. So it's like there is just for them 2, and Clem kind of is tending to both of them, wet rags, stuff like that. Nothing crazy as of right now, but they are both seemingly stable. Celine does not have any of those black marks appearing on her face. And Kel is in the same state that they were from earlier.
Okay. I run by Brock and I try to tussle his hair. I don't know what.
Yeah. Can I do
that? Does he have like a corporeal form kind of?
Yeah, he's got like cloudy air tufts that you could.
Okay, cool. I kind of run my fingers through it and I'm like, oh, that feels weird. I don't say that out loud, but in my head I'm like, oh, weird. I keep running to Cal and I skid to a stop and I look at Clem like I feel like Daiya looks a little crazed.
Mm-hmm.
Like she remembered this memory. She was like, well, that was really nice. And then she was really hurt that Kel didn't say goodbye when they left, but they found them. We found them and we're back. And so it's fine, but they're still unconscious. So she's just like, what happened? How are they? Did you, is there like a medicine person that we can call or like a druid or a doctor or someone?
All right. Hey, calm on down. It's going to be all right.
Okay.
All right. So,
I just ran 3 miles on a lot of adrenaline.
Okay. It's okay.
Daiya. Hey,
Yeah,
let me
you
get
see
a water
he
bottle.
pulls out a carafe of
The
water
kid.
and pours you both 2 glasses of water.
Yeah, all right.
Clem goes, all right, now listen carefully, okay? So they are okay. They are both breathing. They are both alive, and that is the important part, okay? The shifter here is, you see, he gestures to Kel, is not doing too hot, but is breathing.
Okay.
However, I was able to administer a health potion, and it did not do anything.
Yeah. I
So-
have one and Yeah, I sort of came to the same conclusion.
So I'm gonna we're gonna need to find him a proper healer, and we don't have anybody that lives north of the mountain that's gonna be able to do that. So you said your mission was to try and get them back to south of the mountain. I think that's a good idea. Now, your friend here, Celine, she was able to say her name was. She's similarly not doing great, but she is able to talk. She is starting to feel a little bit better. We've been able to get some food in her and some health potions. So she's at a better state now. So as long as we can avoid any sort of, any major mishaps getting them to south of the mountain, I think you're going to be all right.
You think they're safe enough to travel?
Well, I mean, I think, and he points to Celine, I think Celine's going to be just all right. She's starting to come to, feeling a little bit better. That's good. I think that as long as you can healthily travel with him, I think if you can get this shifter here, you can get them moved on up. You can get them safely traversed, either through the mountain or around the mountain or something, probably not over the mountain. I think that's probably going to be pretty dangerous. I think if you can just get them safely and not too many bumps, I think you're going to be all right.
You think their condition is maybe stable enough to last the night, at least? I think that we have a better chance of getting them somewhere if we're able to heal up a little bit
I think that's
first.
a good idea. I think that, I'm not a healer or nothing, but I do know that conditions can change overnight sometimes. So, we'll keep an eye on them here. We'll take care of them here. If y'all want to rest up here, we can do that. And then, send you on your way in the morning.
Right, of course. Has she said anything about what? I'm sorry. Has she said anything about what the fuck happened?
Well,
because their condition is, I mean, I've been out in the dusk a lot before. I've never seen anything like this.
absolutely. She hasn't said much other than just kept whispering about the rocks, something about rocks doing something, taking over something. And you,
Do you remember the exact words that she said?
yeah, she had, let me think. She'd said, what'd she say? She said, we found the stone. I don't know what that means. They touched it. Well, yeah, they touched it. It started glowing, and then the ground caved, and they got covered with rocks. And then they ran. It's about all she was able to get out before she started taking a sleep.
She asleep right now?
Seems like it.
That's all I got. Thanks. That's all I got for you.
All right. Well,
I know we turned on the all the lights, but we're still welcome to stay here, right? Like,
by all means. We've got some
Okay.
open spots, and Thanik and Revwin, Silvers, the lot of them.
Silver.
They're all bringing people in from out in the dusk if they're able to find bodies so that we can bury or we can honor.
okay,
So
great.
Have you seen anyone, now that the lights are back on, anyone else coming in from other areas of the town? We had someone that we left them behind.
do you know what area?
Is back over yonder, and then I point
Yeah.
the direction.
He goes, nobody yet, and as he says this, the doors swing open, and you see Revwick and Thanik and Revwin are carrying a slumped woman.
That's their couple's name.
That is their couple's name. They're carrying a slumped woman as they kind of drag her through the door. And they say, we need a cot. As you see Clem kind of pulls another one out, says, damn, where'd they come from? And they go, we found her out in some abandoned building. And they plop her down. And you see that it is a ragged-looking Naomi. And
Naomi!
both of you make perception
Speak of the
checks
devil.
for me.
Ooh,
Speak of the devil, and she shall appear.
hell yeah. 17.
17.
19.
19. You both would see that Naomi is unconscious right now, and you hear just like stifled coughing, and you hear her start to like muffled scream, and as she opens her mouth, just black gunk starts coming out of her mouth, and she
Put her on her side. Put her on her side.
Screams, and you guys roll her to her side, and you see as you roll her to her side, all of her hair moves, and there are black lines crawling all over her skin and up her face as she coughs and kind of pukes it out. She is on the outside of the kind of center section where you all are at, and she's coughing up.
I'm gonna take her and I'm gonna drag the cot that she's on and put her next to Kel.
Same wavelength. I got a beat.
You
Okay, great.
drag her.
1, 2, 3.
You guys drag her to Kel, and as you do, you watch as the kind of strands that are consuming her and starting to make their way to her eye, they pop out a little bit and start to flare and then suck back in. And you watch as they all kind of move towards her back. Even though you can't see, you can see the direction of all of them moving go towards her back.
Oh my God. All right.
And you hear her gasp,
Well-
flare.
She's your problem. That was gross as fuck.
Yeah. I think Daiya's having like a weird moment where like two very well-loved relatives are like in a crisis, and she's like, I am going to have to take off Naomi's like clothes to like see what happens, but it is uncomfy because it's like when you have to take care of someone that is family and that you love very much, but you're like, I've never seen you even an ounce naked and I don't want to, but I have to in this moment.
I think that Blossom's just giving like the proverbial documentary camera 1,000-yard stare. As she's like realizing the tomfoolery of getting all three of these people back, like I'm like, fuck, they're all gonna have to hold hands. This is a stupid fan fiction thing, and she's just looking at like Jim in the office. She's just like, fuck.
She's like, so Naomi's like rolled onto her side. I think Daiya's I'm gonna try to like whatever she's wearing like on her back, I'm assuming like her pack and stuff is still with her. I'm gonna like take off her pack as like gingerly as I can because she's still like very hurt, and just sort of look at like the back of her tunic, take a big breath, and just look at Clem and go, do you have a pair of fabric scissors?
Clem goes, yeah. He pulls them off his belt and hands them to you.
You carry around fabric scissors? These are very specific.
I am prepared for all things.
And you know, I really respect that. And I stick out my hand and I give him a quick handshake. And then I twirl him around my hand and I like rip open the back of her tunic to see where all the tendrils came from.
Yeah.
Icky, gross. I am so grossed out right now.
Yeah,
you
cut the back of the shirt and you open it up and you see on Naomi's back is a large, what looks like a living tattoo almost.
Oh, never mind. Cool.
As these black tendrils kind of float in and underneath her skin, you would see that it looks like a circle, but also it's like an oval with pointed ends with a circle in the center. And you would see that there's some of these tendrils, these black lines that look like cracked, fractured glass moving across this shape. It looks like an eye that's been fractured and across. You would also see that this eyeball is kind of sideways or up. I don't know, not sideways, up and down. I don't know, vertical. It's a vertical eyeball. That's
there you go. You got it.
You got it.
It's a vertical eyeball, and around.
It's not a tramp stamp. It's the other way.
Yeah. Around the eyeball is this like wavy shape, and you see that from underneath the eyeball there is a small mouth that is leaking kind of black ichor.
Ugh.
Cool.
So effectively, the image that you're looking at of this like living tattoo is like a hooded, cloaked figure that has a vertical singular eyeball that is making up most of its face and a very small mouth that is like puking black ichor.
I want to touch it, but I also don't want to touch it.
I think that Blossom's pretending not to look, and she just occasionally side-eyes it and gives it like a kind of face. But she's decided this is Daiya's problem.
Can I? I don't notice that Blossom isn't helping at all. I kind of take out. Can I take out my greatsword and kind of like, as gingerly as I can, kind of poke at the tattoo?
As you
And see if like the metal reacts to it or like anything happens?
Yeah, as you go to poke at the tattoo, Naomi immediately feels it. You see her roll out of the cot. She stands up. She goes, stop, please. And she jumps over the bar and starts to run towards the door.
Shit, tackle her!
You see that Thanik and
Fucking-
Revlin start to move to tackle her, and you watch as her shirtless. As she runs away, this tattoo starts to explode into black tendrils, and you watch as it starts to consume her, and she starts to throw up black and hit the ground. And she starts writhing and squirming and puking.
I go grab her legs and start to drag her
I'm running back and I
towards
grab her hands and I'm just
Sorry.
like, ah! I'm like screaming the whole time. I'm like, Blossom, what is happening?
You don't need to poke every single thing you see.
As you start to drag her back, you hear her as the black tendrils start to move away from her face again. She starts to just cry and weep. And she goes, please stop. I don't want to do this anymore. Please. Please. And she's just like shaking and shivering as you guys make her come back to Kel, where the tendrils
I immediately
retreat.
started bawling the second she started like screaming. So I'm just like carrying her back.
Daiya, come away.
What?
Here, it's okay. Come away.
No, I can't. I hurt her.
Nope,
I don't
nope.
I
Nope,
don't know
you're
what's
okay.
happening,
You're okay.
And I have two. I don't know what's going on.
I take my glass of water and I pour it on the ground. And I go, Daiya, I'm out of water. Go get me another cup.
Okay, I'm helping. Really? Okay. And I like walk over to the pitcher and I'm shaking so hard. And I'm just like,
As you go to grab the pitcher, Clem grabs the pitcher and tosses all the water out and goes, you're going to have to go to the well.
okay.
It's just outside. It's just outside.
It's like clanking against all of the metal I have on my vest. I'm just like,
And
I'm
Brock-
like holding it so tight.
Brock kind of wraps his arms around you and goes, I can show you to the well.
Okay, that would be great. Thank you so much, Brock. You're so helpful.
Great. And the two of you start to make your way out to the well.
Great. I look at Clem and I go, all right, so we're not going to touch the mystery tattoo.
What the hell was that? What the fuck?
Brother, you took the words right out of my mouth. And I'm gonna like kind of get Celine like back, or not Celine, get Naomi back how we had her. But I'm gonna take her hand and take Kel's hand, and I'm gonna interlace their fingers together.
Mm.
I take a ribbon from my pocket and I'm gonna tie their hands together. Not like tightly, just loosely so they don't like slip out while they're both unconscious.
Mm-hmm.
But not so tight that like if she got up and did a runner again, it wouldn't just immediately come untied.
You tie their hands together, and as you do, you kind of get close to in between their heads. And you hear Naomi just repeating, why'd you leave me there? You never came back. And you see the tattoo is like bubbling as you've made contact between these two.
I take the handkerchief out of my pocket and I start to wipe away some of the goo on her face. And I go, Naomi, snap out of it. Yes, we left you there, but I did it because I was protecting your kid. It's what you would have wanted. It's what you did want.
Naomi just keeps repeating that phrase, wondering why you left her and why you never came back. As she does this, you've tied her and Kel together. The thought dawns on you that you saw markings
Yeah.
similarly on Celine, but Celine is
No, I know.
currently covered up as she lays
No,
there.
I know. This is my next. I just want to take care of this first.
Yep.
Okay. So I think that once I have made Naomi as comfortable as I kind of can make her,
Mhm.
and I think I lay like to preserve her dignity, I like lay a blanket or something over the top of her. And I think I go over to Celine. And I think first I kind of give a little wave over her face just to really make sure that she's actually asleep.
You give her a wave over her face, and as of right now, she is resting. It doesn't seem like deep slumber, but she's,
I think that in this moment before Daiya comes back, just for a second, she just looks at the rise and fall of Celine's chest. I think she even takes a second to just bring her hand in close under her nose just to feel her breathing. And then I feel like she takes that hand and she takes it towards just like the neck of her shirt. I don't think that she feels comfortable cutting away her shirt. I think for some reason with their history, that just feels wrong to do.
Mhm.
But I think that she does like just grab the sort of top of her shirt and move it a little bit away from her neck and her shoulder just to kind of look at like the tops of her shoulders and as much of her back as she can kind of see.
Yeah, even just pulling a little bit away, you can see that the tops of that hood figure, that cloak line, and the tip of the eye or the eye shape on her back, similarly kind of moving as Naomi's did.
All right, I put the shirt back. I do not touch the tattoo, and I think I just look down at her and I go, "The fuck did you get yourself into?" And then I take a hand and I think I take one hand and I squeeze her hand kind of roughly once, and then I turn away.
As you reach down and you speak and you grab her hand, I want you to give me an Arcana check. What did you get on that roll?
Oh, you mean my 5?
That's a really solid 5.
Are you
though.
asking me about my 5?
Yeah.
5 is actually my favorite number. So
As you said to Celine, the fuck did you get yourself into this time? You hear just a light whisper from Celine, like a dream, like she's talking in her sleep. It watches. The darkest. It's patient. It's patient. So. And just a breath is let out.
I think Blossom was gonna pull away. But on hearing this, I think she throws a quick look over her shoulder for Daiya, sees Daiya still not here, squeezes her eyes shut, and then presses their foreheads together. And then she gets up and turns away. And then she reaches down to fiddle with because she got Celine's bag, so she reaches down to fiddle with the charm on Celine's bag to fill the hole where her hand used to be.
You fiddle with the charm, and as you do, the doors of the lantern hall open, and you see Daiya kind of making her way in with the water and Brock. And
I need everybody to know that Daiya, for like a good while, was hyperventilating into the jug. Like knees, head between her knees, like just like Brock was like behind her. Like
this sucks. I'm gonna drink that water and I'm gonna get dystopian COVID. This sucks. You're breathing into the jar of water.
You're gonna get Dusk
God
COVID.
damn
No,
it.
Daiya like took it at the well and like got it and like cleaned it a little bit in her like dissociative haze.
With the fantasy Clorox that you brought with you. For sure you did.
I always carry around fantasy baby wipes with me everywhere I go.
No, you don't.
You see Clem looks to you, Blossom, before Daiya arrives and says, "Hey, I don't know what your deal is with this girl, but seems like y'all might y'all might have some shit to work through together with, and he points to Celine and Cal and Naomi, and he goes, it just feels like now it's on all y'all. So why don't y'all take my quarters tonight? You can get a good night's rest, and I'll watch your friends for the evening.
All right, and what do we owe you?
Nothing. But figure out what's going on, because if this is going to be shit that happens more often than not, then I'd like to know how to fix it.
Usually I'd say something kind of snarky, but you just did me 2 big solids, so thank you.
You're very welcome.
Daiya walks up, way less shaky, but still shaking, and like the jug is like full to the brim. And so
I show you that my
sloshing.
water glass. I show you that my water glass is empty by like tipping it over and like what?
Okay.
Come on.
I got it. Okay. And I pour you water, and I go, I did kind of breathe in the jug. I'll be so honest.
Brock reaches his hand into your water, Blossom, and lets out a little electrical shock and goes, electrolytes.
Yeah, Brock was telling me about electrolytes when we were outside. He gave me the whole spiel.
Blossom looks at down at the water, which has now had a child's hand in it and another child's breath germs in it.
Why do you keep doing this when I take a drink of water?
No, it's fine.
and
It's
sh-
literally fine.
And she looks at this and she goes, thanks. And then she puts it down by Naomi and goes for when she wakes up, you know?
Right. No, yeah. No, that's a really good idea.
Yeah, I'm real thoughtful.
Yeah.
Daiya, as you've returned, Clem looks to you and says, all right, now I told Blossom, but why don't y'all take the rest of that jug of water, head over to my quarters. You see he points to a large door just down the main hallway of the Lantern Hall and goes, you just post up in there, take a rest, take a sleep. You said you were sent here by Brimstone, so
Yeah.
when you got to be back by?
I'll be so honest. I feel like a lot of the oxygen went into the water, and it's gonna take me a little while to get it all back into my brain.
There was indeed a time limit. I don't fucking know right now.
Heard. We'll figure it out in the morning.
If she
You
cannot
see-
wait one singular night, then she can go fuck herself.
Are you
You
gonna
see, he goes to tend to your friends.
Are you gonna stay with
to your
them the whole
family,
night?
and
You're gonna stay up with them and make sure that.
the whole night. Me and he points to Silvers and he points over to Revlik.
Okay.
I go up to Silver's
Mm.
and I go, you do not touch that one. You can watch
No.
the other two. You
Dear, I wouldn't wish to touch any of them.
great, but you don't look at her either. You're creepy. I don't like you.
How am I supposed to watch over them if I don't look at them?
You can watch over the other two, and the people I trust can watch over Celine.
Oh, fun, dear. I already made a painting about her.
No,
I don't know why
you-
you're
fucking
getting all-
Christ. Rip that shit up. I hate
Maybe I
artists.
will, maybe
This
I
is
won't.
why I hate artists. Art
Excuse me. In times of dire need, I would argue that I am the most important
I start
person.
walking away.
Not the people with
I walk
swords.
towards Clem's room.
It's not the people with swords fighting the monsters. It's the people with pens talking about the people with swords fighting the monsters.
That's the stupidest shit I've ever heard. And then I
You're a
slam-
bigot. You're just a bigot.
At least I'm big. And then I slammed Clem's door.
You hear a muffled. Damn it! From Silvers.
Daiya gives both Naomi and Kel kisses on the head, and then as she's walking with the jug still shaking, she like downs the whole thing, so much so that like water is like trickling down her chin, just because she's breathing so hard, and she does it. Her body is so depleted of like everything. And she's like, like gasping for air like a toddler trying to drink like anything. It's just like trying to get any sort of liquid into her body.
You chug this water. You enter Clem's room. Is there anything that the two of you want to speak about before just crashing out for a night and just...
Is this there was only one bed scenario, or do we have separate beds, or do we have bunk beds, or is it the floor?
There's a
bunk
very
beds.
large... There's a very large king-sized bunk bed
Fuck yeah.
in the center of the room. And
I've always
there's
dreamed of having one of these.
There's 3 walk-in closets, and this room has no walk-in bathroom. The bathroom is like fully exposed. So the toilet and the shower have no
the
coverage.
world's
They're
worst
just
room. This sucks.
Okay, well, that's not what I always dreamed of, but the bed situation definitely is.
there's a mirror wall on the beds so that if you're laying on the top bunk, you can look in the mirror and see the person laying in the bottom bunk. And you don't know why anyone would want that, but it's there.
I think that Blossom walks in and goes, "Clem is a fucking freak." And then I look
like
at
in the middle of the night, you want to check on your friends. It's kind of nice.
As you say Clem is a fucking freak, you watch as there's a magical illusion on all of the closets. And you see that inside these closets is not actually normal wear. It's several closets full of sex toys and leather daddy materials.
Christ.
And the bunk beds start spinning. And you watch as in a glass box in the corner of the room that was originally empty, you see a wall spin, and there's a little imp who's in there playing a bass lute or lyre and is singing very sultry, deep tones.
Hey, man. How do we turn off? How do we turn off the sex?
Does he pay you to be here, or is this also like a sex thing?
I'm gonna fuck you.
This is high budget.
You're gonna get fucked.
I'm now
God,
wondering
what
if
was in
Clem
the
is
well?
embezzling from the town. I just realized we've got an open concept bathroom, and you just chugged an entire jug of water. And
No, it's fine. I got really good at holding it. I don't like going to the bathroom in front of people, so I'm really shy about it. So you have literally nothing to worry about.
Blossom looks at the spinning bed,
Mhm.
looks at the sex toys, looks at the sex imp, and she climbs up to the top bunk.
You see the
plants,
imp
and goes
just
to
goes-
sleep.
You see the imp just goes, I'm not a sex imp, I'm just an imp.
I stick my head out of
Blossom-
the room and I just go, Clem, how do we turn everything off?
Oh, you're just gonna say I'm done.
Okay. There's no like safe word or anything.
I'm done.
No, just say it like you experience extreme pleasure.
I'm done.
Oh. I turn around and I do my
You hear
absolute
the imp,
best to say that.
the imp goes, you're gonna need more than that.
I go, I'm done.
Everything turns off, the lights go black, and it's blackout, pitch black in this room.
And then I just go, good night.
As you go goodnight, you see the whites of each other's eyes reflecting in the mirror, and that's the only thing that you can see as you go to bed in Clem's sex dungeon.
I'm clutching the jug.
Do we hear noises of the sex imp bumping into things because there's no glow tape on the ground and he has to try to get out?
You hear. Go ahead and roll a investigation check for me.
I hope it's
Oh,
like
okay, of course.
like there's like a staircase down.
A 4. I'm out.
Right. You hear gentle weeping coming from somewhere within one of the walls.
Is it the same wall that the imp was in, or a different wall?
I put
Roll me a investigation check.
Daiya is so awake right now. She's just like coursing with like leftover adrenaline. She's like clutching the jug to her chest. She's like so far against the wall so Blossom can't see her in the mirror.
I'm not even.
Yeah.
I've got a pillow over my head. You start to hear
What am I rolling?
investigation.
I have a really high investigation. Let's see. 17?
It's coming from the same wall.
Oh, thank
where the
God.
imp is.
I say nothing, and I roll over with my jug, and I try to go to sleep.
You both go to sleep.
My view of Clem has been irreversibly changed.
Yeah. You both go to
Yeah,
sleep.
that.
I need for Blossom to give me a wisdom saving throw.
Oh, shit.
Now, why?
You just exposed us to a sex
that
fiend
makes
dungeon,
no
and now
sense.
you're going to torture
That
us
make-
some more?
13? A resilient 13. A perfectly respectable.
You
Very
both have a
respectable.
full long rest. You regain all your hit points.
Oh my
Cross
god,
lots.
thank God.
You wake up in Clem's room, and there is natural light peering in through there. Well, there's natural luckstone light, not sunlight. That's not the problem's not solved yet, folks.
Rude.
We did
and-
it.
We did
We
it.
did
and
it.
Okay, campaign over.
You-
Next one.
We did it.
You
Thank
wake
you very
up-
much. This has been triple crit.
You wake up, and the two of you walk out into the main hall, and you see that Kel is still sleeping or still unconscious, but Celine and Naomi are both sitting up, and they're both drinking water.
Oh, thank God. I run over to Naomi and I throw myself at her feet and I just go, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry about yesterday. I didn't know that would happen if I touched the tattoo. And I don't know if you remember it at all, but I didn't want to leave you. And I was just like outside thinking about it. And I just woke up and I'm just remembering everything. And it was all bad. And I'm so sorry.
Yeah, okay.
Oh, I am so crestfallen.
You see Naomi says, yeah, okay.
Is that all you got to say?
Yeah.
It's your kid.
It's not my kid. It's my
Basically,
niece. So
basically your kid. Your responsibility, your family. It's your kid.
I don't. What the fuck do you want from me? You left me there for weeks.
That what?
We weren't.
No, we left you there for like a night. We haven't.
Right, and I sure.
We hadn't even slept. This was our first time going to bed since leaving you. What?
You thought it was
You think-
weeks?
Naomi, look across from you. Look at your family that we just rescued for you. Do you think that they would still be alive if they had been out in the dusk for weeks?
Look, I
Think
don't know what the
logically.
fuck you were doing out there, Blossom. Okay.
Okay. Hey, why don't you drink your water and feel better?
I don't. You don't get to just leave me in a fucking house in the dusk and then leave for weeks. And then you get to have some sort of righteous fury over me.
Listen, I understand that you really want to fight, and God knows I would love to, but this is going to be very easily disproven when we get back to town and you have roughly 1,000,001 family members telling you what the fucking date is. So if you can just hold off on this, please, because again, your fucking kid is right there. Hey, Celine, how are you?
You see Celine looks up at you and says, I'm fine.
Great. Good to hear. You guys ready to rock and roll today? What's going on?
I assume we're getting the fuck out of here.
No, you would assume correctly. So I'm just making sure you feel ready for that then today.
Yeah, who the fuck sent you after us?
Will it brimstone?
That's sorry.
And she
I'm
sent
just
you to rescue us?
sorry, Celine. I'm
Right.
just a little confused because that.
Oh, you're
didn't sound-
confused.
well,
Of
it didn't
course.
sound
Well, yeah.
like thank you, and that's like obviously what you meant to say because you're so high.
Well,
and
no, of
mighty.
course. Yeah, well, because Blossom wouldn't do a good deed without expecting some fucking thanks. So,
Well, I do think that they're deserved. Is it wrong?
I didn't ask you to come get me.
But I did
How
anyway.
much is Willa paying you? How much are you getting paid to do this?
Where's Dot, by the way?
I don't fucking know. Dot flew away.
What happened?
Okay. Fucking, I don't know. Maybe we spent some time out in the dusk when we shouldn't have. Maybe we got fucking ambushed by two of our own crew members because Willa told them to.
Willa told them to.
Yeah. Trunks and Jojo tried to fucking kill me and Kel. And we got stuck out there in the fucking woods. Kel got touched or some shit by that fucking rock, and I got swallowed up by Dusk. And for some reason, I'm still fucking sitting here. And you're fucking here. Of course, you're here. Of course, the worst thing that's ever happened to me happens. And then you're there. You're the fucking face I see.
It's just funny. Sorry, it's funny. It's just funny that I'm the worst
sure
thing
it
that
is.
ever happened. Well, it's funny that, sorry. It's funny that I'm the worst thing that ever happened to you when I'm not the thing that just got you killed. Sorry, almost. I've been telling you for years this job was going to get you killed. And I know it kills you. The one that saved you is me.
I'm going to take that with a grain of salt, because if I remember correctly, and I know I was almost unconscious, it took you a minute to jump down into that hole. You just kind of stood there staring, right? Right? Your child friend here had to jump down in there first.
Well,
Were you even going to save me until you realized that I was awake, that I was alive, that I would remember that?
You know what, Celine,
Everybody
I
needs to
hadn't
stop
really
fighting right now. I had the worst day of my life yesterday, and that is not trying to say that everybody else also didn't have the worst day of their life yesterday. But 2 of my family members almost died. You almost died. I look at Celine. We did come to save you, and yeah, Blossom wasn't the fastest to get you out of the hole, but we are here. And we care. And do not roll your fucking eyes at me, because I am freaking out. And I look at Naomi and I go, I would have never left you there for weeks. I don't know what happened or who you think that I am, but I would never do that to you. And I didn't. I wanted to go back. You can ask Blossom. We were only gone for like a night, maybe 2. But you told us to leave. You told me to leave. I wanted to stay. And if you really think that I would have left you there for weeks, then you have no idea who I am. You raised me. You helped raise me. This is really fucked up of you.
Roll a persuasion check for me, Daiya.
11.
You see Naomi looks at you and says, "You're right. Maybe I don't know who you are."
I just start. I was already kind of weeping, but now I'm just silently crying. And
Daiya, go back, Daiya.
My hands are like so clenched. And I just really softly, while looking at the ground, just say, I would have never left you for weeks. And I walk off in the direction of where I think breakfast might be. Not that I'm going to eat, but just to leave the area.
Well, obviously we don't want to spend any longer in each other's company than we want to. And the sooner we get you back home, the sooner you, and I look at Naomi, can fact check your own niece. Although you could, ask everyone in this entire area how long ago we got here and get your answers on that. But it's fine. We've established that you're not listening to logic. So we're going to pack up and then we can go. Oh, Celine. Here's your bag, by the way. And I give her her pack and the charm. And I go, you left this. I know you probably don't even want my hands all over it, so.
Hands have been everywhere else. So.
It's true.
You see that both Celine and Naomi get up from their seated positions, and both of them go to pick up Kel.
Like at the same time?
Mm-hmm.
Can I make an Arcana check?
Yeah, please.
Can I see if I noticed this?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I would say you haven't darted off quite yet, probably.
Okay.
Fuck, 6.
Can I do an Arcana check?
Sure.
Okay. 5.
At this moment,
If you add a 0 to that,
primary
that's
thought,
50. Have you thought about that?
I have
you
thought about that. I'm
Are you factoring that
percolating
in?
on it.
Okay, yeah.
I'm factoring that in.
Are you
perfect.
Are you factoring in the antlers?
Yeah.
Are you factoring in the antlers?
At the moment, it looks to both of you like Naomi is going to pick up her family member and Celine is going to pick up the person that she has gone through a pretty traumatic experience with. And that it's not like robots moving at the same time, but they both kind of got up and started to grab at.
Right.
And they
Okay.
look at each other and they're like, what And then you see Celine goes, I've been caring for them since we, so I thought. And you see Naomi goes, fuck you thought. It's my family member. And Celine goes, fine, dude. Whatever.
He has two fucking hands.
Puts on her pack, and you see Naomi picks up Kel and is carrying Kel.
Absolutely not. Where do you think you're going?
We're leaving.
Yes,
we
are
south
leaving.
of the mountain.
No. Everybody? No. Everybody needs to sit the fuck down and eat breakfast, and then we are going. I was paid to do this trip. We were paid. I look at Naomi. We were paid. I'm still so pissed off. Daiya is so fucking angry right now. She has never been angrier in her fucking whole life. And she's like, she's so angry, she's gonna point at Celine and go, you sit down at that bench over there. You were unconscious in a hole, and we took you out of the hole, and now you're gonna go eat eggs over there. And then I don't point at Naomi and I go, you're gonna go put down Kel, and then you are also gonna sit on a different bench because you guys obviously do not enjoy each other's company, and you are also gonna eat eggs. And everybody's gonna have some protein and some juice. And then we are going to put Kel in a cart, and then we are going to try to figure out how to get the hell over the mountain. And I'm being really big and brave right now by doing this, even though I'm really, really angry and pissed off at everybody and so sad, and I'm going to cry a lot later.
Roll an intimidation check.
Can I do it with advantage?
I
don't add anything to this.
Go ahead and roll, and maybe you'll get a help action if it goes poorly. But I think
13?
if
That's
it goes,
not great.
You see that Brock rolls up, and you see that he has turned his arms into two lightning guns and goes, everybody listen to the fucking lady and sit your fucking asses down, or I will shock your buttholes. I will do it so fast.
And if you think that he's joking, he is not.
I'm not.
Did I teach you those words?
Can I roll with advantage?
Don't tell your dad.
You can roll with advantage. Brock goes, I'm just sick and tired of all the fucking yelling.
It's worse. It's so much worse.
No.
No, I want it to work.
Well,
you're
A 13 works. A 13 should work.
A 13, you see that Naomi, there's something in Naomi that registers that this is not Daiya's normal state. And Naomi puts Kel down on the cot and says, fine, we'll eat breakfast.
Thank you.
But anytime I start to step away from Kel, I start to get pains. So why don't you bring us breakfast?
I will. Not because you told me to, but because that's actually a really good idea.
Wait a minute. Every time you step away from Kel, you start to get pains.
Yes.
Celine, get your ass over here.
What? The fuck?
Every time Naomi steps away from Kel, she gets pains. Is it the same for you?
Yeah, sure. I guess. It hurts
Great.
my back.
Great. You're going to sit. Y'all are going to be the fucking Kel sandwich over here. All three of you on the bench.
I angrily walk away, and I'm on, like, facing the other direction. I just go, everybody feels old in the dusk! And I just, like, stomp off to go get eggs and juice.
You stomp off to go get eggs and juice. You return with eggs and juice that Clem and the group has made for you. Everybody sits down. You see that Naomi and Celine fucking scarf their food down and they're ready to go.
Can I do...
And just kind of sit expectantly. Mm-hmm.
Can I do, like, a medicine check on Kel real quick?
Yeah, for sure.
Here in the light of day and...
Yeah.
Because these two are both so poor... fuck, another 6. I'm just...
While you're doing that, I'm
whipping.
so angrily putting together our packs. I'm just, like, tightening straps and just, like, muttering to myself.
You would look at Kel, and there would be a part of you that would... You would just see somebody that you're like, I don't know why you're staying the same. We can't get you to eat anything or drink anything. But clearly you're doing fine. You're just not able to talk or move. but you're breathing and your heart rate's fine.
Interesting. Okay.
Like comatose?
Interesting. to know.
Yeah, kind of, but like no support needed, at least as
Huh.
of right now. Like just them breathing.
Okay, weird.
As you finish your breakfast and everybody gears up to go, is there any last things you guys want to do in the Lantern Hall before you make your way back?
I want to write Clem a nice letter that I'm like, Dear Mr. Clem, thank you so much for letting us stay at your Lantern Hall. And I kind of stop for a second thinking, and then I go, your bedroom was a little weird, but we appreciate the bunk beds. That was pretty cool, period. Anyway, thank you so much for helping out our friends and watching over them at night. If you need anything, you could contact us. And then I put my address. Anyway, thank you so much, Yamada. And I fold it into thirds and I leave it on a pillowcase. And I tiptoe out of the room because I don't want to touch anything in there.
Can I? This is more crunchy, but can I use my
Yeah, please.
herbalism kit to try to craft a healing potion?
Oh,
Yeah, absolutely. I would say, I guess just roll me a survival or a medicine check,
I think I'm supposed
or
to.
do you
I'm
just do it?
I think that I'm supposed to, if there's any plants around, I'm supposed to try to identify a plant, which is an intelligence check, and then I get to add my proficiency because I'm proficient in herbalism.
Okay.
Because I'm druid. I've never tried to do this before, but I went, oh, we should do that.
Yeah. Go ahead and roll an investigation check then to identify some plants nearby.
Lovely.
Yikes.
It's a 9, and it's supposed to be a DC 10. It says in the thing. So it makes sense. There's no plants near here.
Go ahead and roll it with advantage, and if it goes well, I'll explain why. But if it doesn't, then that'll be a mystery for else.
Katie, just make it go well.
Yeah, you're right. I should just make it go well.
That's all you have to do.
You're so right. I should just make it go well. Let's try one more time. Oh, there we go. Dirty 20.
Hell yeah, I told you so.
You start to walk out with Kel, and Celine and Naomi are holding two sides of Kel's kind of like a gurney. Is that what it's called? But like one of the carrying ones. It's just like tarp over two sticks kind of vibe.
That's a gurney. Yeah.
Yeah.
There's
okay.
another
cool.
word for it.
So as they are carrying Kel out, and the two of you are kind of leading the way, it dawns on you, Blossom, to turn around and actually see if there's anything that you could harvest for some healing potions. And as you do, you turn around, you kind of bump into Naomi, and Naomi goes, fucking whatever. And then Kel's hand drops to the side. And as it drops to the side, you watch as it starts to cause some plant growth
Oh.
along the path as it moves. And you see that some of the plants growing between the cobblestone streets and wooden slats is some plants that you can harvest for a healing potion.
Holy shit.
Lovely. Okay, great.
It would be a simple healing potion, but
Lovely. I'm going to make a potion of healing, and I'm going to note that in my brain.
While she's doing that, I think Kel's hand, making the plants appear and grow out of the ground, reminds her of the way that the tendrils sprouted out of Naomi after she poked her with her greatsword. And she shivers, and she goes, hold on, I'll be right back. And she runs back to the lantern lodge, and she throws open the doors, and she goes, I would like to get rid of this, and holds out the the greatsword. Can I exchange this for something different, please?
Clam comes up to you and goes, sure, what are you looking for? He kind of opens up a case of weapons, stuff they'd found around. There's a great hammer, there's a great sword, a long sword, there's a sickle, there's a a pitchfork. There's a scythe from like farming. Anything you can think of is kind of there.
I hold out my hammer and I go, something that would go with this, maybe that one. And I point at the sickle.
He goes, yeah, sure, a hammer and a sickle that I guess you could smash and slash.
Yeah, absolutely. Also,
he hands it to you.
Yeah, we exchange it. And I go, I'm holding both of them and I go, yeah, and also it would look cool if I do this. And then I cross my arms and go over my chest and I go,
Jesus
and
Christ.
and I do a wide stance and I'm like, okay, anyway, thank you so much. I like sort of stood there for a second in silence. Anyway, okay, bye.
As you all make your way out of town, you approach the mountain. And as you do, you approach the kind of main mine area, the main mouth that takes you into the mines. And you recall that your time frame from Willow was 48 hours. And that a path would open at 48 hours and stay open for a couple of hours. And if you didn't make that time, then boo-boo. And so as you all walk up, you see that there are 6 distinct openings in the mountain side that seem about big enough for one person each.
Blossom, does this seem right to you?
I hate that I am the adult in this scenario.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
You see Naomi and Celine look at you and say, what the fuck is this?
Willa said that she'd open a path for us if we made it back in 48 hours, which I think we did. We only slept one night. Not that you would believe that, Naomi. She definitely didn't say anything about 6 weird, creepy, distinct paths that we'd each have to take apart from each other. And also, Celine, you did just say that Willa kind of fucked you over, so I'm really...
Yeah, I don't really feel like I want to take this path.
She did what?
You see, as Celine goes to start to explain it, you hear a gentle rumbling, and you feel a gust of wind behind you.
God.
And you see Willa is standing, flanked by 4 stone golem guards. And she says, everyone get in one. Now.
I look at Blossom.
She slams her hammer on the ground. Both of you make dexterity saving throws for me.
Oh, dexterity saving throws. Oh, I do not have good. Oh, nope. Ooh, that's an 8.
14.
I fall on my butt.
Everybody except for Brock fails their dexterity saving throw.
Fucking
You all
course.
feel as rocks grab around your legs and shove you into these 6 slots. You see as Kel is pushed face first into one of these, and the gurney that was carrying him drops to the side. You see that Celine and Naomi, the tendrils start to take over as they're pushed into 2 slots away from Kel. The 2 of you are shoved into 2, and as Brock starts to run away, you watch as a 5th stone golem comes out and punches Brock, and you watch as Brock's soul form leaves the physical body and gets stripped. And you watch as Willa kind of spins her hammer and hits Brock's soul form into the remaining 6th slot. And she says, God, thank you so much for your service to the Brimstone Mining Company. Your fates will be determined as we see fit. And she slams her hammer into the ground. And all of you watch as rocks come up above you. You feel yourselves shifting, moving, sliding in various different directions. And all of a sudden, 3 thuds as the 3 of you, Daiya, Blossom, and Brock, hit the inside of a enclosed room that has some small light fixtures that are not luckstone. They are like small enclosed fireballs inside of like metal housings, and you see that you're looking forward and you see a pane of glass. You see Willa and Timbre are standing next to each other on the other side of the glass. And you do not know where Naomi, Celine, or Kel have gone, but they are not in the room with you. You see Willa steps forward, brandishing her hammer, and she looks at you, Daiya, and says, I don't know how you did it, but thank God you did. You see that she snaps her fingers. Timbre moves to the side, grabs onto a figure in shadow, and you watch as your dad is pulled out of the shadow.
No!
And you see Willa spins her hammer, and you notice that there are new accents to her hammer made of chunks of the sunstone. And she says, I didn't know how you did it, so I thought I'd pay your family a visit. We have much to talk about, young one. She snaps again, and Timbre throws your dad into the glass, and he hits it and falls down. And that is where we will end our session for today.
Isn't this supposed to be like partly a comedy podcast?
No, we never claimed that.
Hey, we had a sex dungeon this episode. So
We deliberately
Yeah, and then you threw
didn't
my
name-
dad into a wall of glass. So who's
We
laughing
decided-
now? It's just you.
We decided that we couldn't name it Nat Funny because of that.
That's
true. All right. Well, thank you everybody so much for listening. You can catch us on our after show, Triple Crit Tidbits, where we'll talk more about what happened in this episode. But for now, that's it. See y'all over there.
I'm sad.
I'm just okay.
Thank you so much for listening to this episode of Triple Crit, where we are pleased to announce the inclusion of a double-header, familial and lesbian drama this episode. These girls have never seen angst like this in their lives, folks. Let's see how it goes. Please give us 5 stars on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, wherever you get your podcast fix from. It would really help our tiny little podcast grow. If you'd like to follow us and you haven't already, our podcast Instagram is at Triple Crit Pod. That's TRIPLECRITPOD. You can follow me at emmylou.co. That's EMILOU.CO, everywhere that matters. And follow our DM Dellan at Shellen_Dort. That's SHELLAN_DORT on Instagram. Bye, Triple Cuties. See you next week.